Hello everyone, and welcome back to the humble village of Lakeburg, where hopefully we are about to actually leave behind quite a strong legacy, because it turns out, my friends, that after a lot of, well, fighting between our villagers, an expansion of the rat nest, so there's another plague of rats currently running through the village, and, a lot of fighting between a lot of the people who are employed in the various districts of our village, things might be looking up. Like really, really, really up, because now we can go ahead and we can build some towers. We can actually come over and somehow we have enough stone to build a castle before we have enough stone to build the jeweler's workshop. But the other good news is that our builders have actually been working really hard. Rye and Cass have managed to go ahead and get 12 builder's tickets prepared, which means that we are now able to go ahead and we can come in and hopefully build a little bit of everything. Because if we come over to the jeweler's area, we have enough. We'd only need seven stones to be able to upgrade the jeweler's area. And then once we manage to get just 2 jewels, we could go ahead and we could, with even more builder's tickets, be able to build the church and have some of our first leaders in the community. But I almost wonder if there should be someone who really helps with those decisions. And I'm kind of eyeing up the castle. The castle is needed before we can start gathering fruit at the harvester's barn, and before we can really get animals and leather from the livestock farm. And then you have banquets, joust, ballrooms, and gambling dens that you can build after that. But I don't know. I feel like rather than have a castle at the moment, I could see the community really coming together and trying to decide what to do. And because I am forcing the golden goose of prophecy upon poor Zero's head, for some reason everyone in the village just feels compelled to ask him, Zero, what do you think we should do? And Zero, well, he has quite a bit of charisma, but he's not really one to consider himself, a leader of any type. And the idea of having to follow a leader, especially because he's a bit of a coward, which gives him negative leadership skill, oh my gosh, it just seems a little bit surreal to him. He has been a young villager his entire life, and the idea of having a king just sounds very odd, or a queen. And so I think he would say, well, I think we should go ahead and craft a new future. He is into crafting after all. So we're going to spend the builder's tickets to go ahead and get the jeweler's workshop. But I do want to check in. My masons. Okay, we're going to do this first. We're going to expand the mason's workshop. I am so desperate for this because we have been so short on stone. So we're going to do that first and put Far Away, one of our new villagers, into the position. Look at her. She's already gathering 11 stone. I love you, Far Away. Oh my gosh. And the ambiance here is still good. And now we need to build up the builder's tickets to be able to go ahead and have more masons. But let's see if I still have enough for the jewelers after that. Gosh darn it. I didn't mean to make it so that we would lose that much. All right, well, I guess we'll have to go ahead and wait until we can get the jeweler. But I'm just going to say that, they had a bit of a town meeting and decided not to have a king just yet, but instead stitch the community together through making sure that the roads are cobbled and that hopefully we can show the jewels of our community and come together in faith sooner than later. And also, I really want the trading post because I would like to have some of the gold. And also, if we're thinking with Zero kind of helping us guide that concept of how the village grows, one of the things that's actually made our poor, depressive, young, villager happier lately has been his relationships. And one of the things I love is now he actually has a good relationship of being a close friend with Sister Baker. Yeah, Sister Baker. What a name. Who is also another seamster. And Sister Baker, who I guess maybe he just goes by Sis or something. Let's see. Well, Sister has been his name his whole life, which is kind of hilarious, but there we go. And they actually need to have some apple cider, I'm gonna say, because I think beer's gross. That will produce a stronger relationship, which I think would be really cool. I'm not really looking for them to have like a romantic relationship, but I just think that that's really neat that he actually has a close friend. Should I spend the hearts? I feel like I should save up hearts to clear out bad relationships that everybody in the village has with each other at some point. But you know what, I will spend the hearts, because I like the idea that, you know, community town meeting, everyone trying to scratch their heads and figure out what to do. And one of the things that Zero, when cornered into a corner and feeling kind of panicky, managed to blurt out was that they should focus on friendships and trying to get that inn built so that they can hang out with each other. Best friend level, so cool. And hopefully have a friend for life. Make more friends. Aw, that's really sweet. I really like that they have a strong friendship like that. And you can apparently use the hearts to end up having like a really positive date, but the sister's already married, I believe, right? Yes, to Far Away has a great relationship with her, and I just love the idea that they've got best friends. That's going to make their production go faster. That's going to go ahead and improve their morale. That is just fun, very fun. But that's one of the things that Zero came up with. And the other thing everyone in the village is kind of scratching their heads over is what to do with all of the excessive things that they have started stockpiling. The wood is just coming out of their noses at this point, and they're not really sure what to do about that. Not to mention they're hitting their stockpiles of furniture and meat. And I think that that is making the community, once again, talk about how good it would be to have a trade post. So, that being said, let's see if we can... Oh, and then also all of the wood. That's what I was going to say. Once again, shoved into a corner, wondering why the golden goose of prophecy has laid an egg on his head. Zero is going to hold up his arms and back up, asking his friend's sister for shelter, as the villagers, for some reason, feel compelled to go, "What should we do, Zero? What should we do?" And he'll say, I don't know, use the wood to build more houses? And so we shall use the wood to build more houses. Yep. All right, there we go. I think we need like 500 wood for building a lot of the different things, but now we have room for the village to grow, like possibly recruiting a new recruit. And right now, what do I really need help with? And if we have 5 months to decide if we want those people or not, so I'm gonna let time go by. If we really needed more villagers helping out, it would probably be... Honey, I'm gonna put you back in the bakery for now. It would probably be... Oh no, some of our masons are getting old! Just endless concerns about the masonry being maintained. The ambiance there, at least, is good with everyone chipping away at their pebbles. And honestly, like, hospital, I feel good. Have 10 villagers with all 8 needs satisfied at the same time. Yay, we just got a new achievement. Honestly, I feel like we could really use either someone who could become like a priestess or a merchant, or another healer, or, to be honest, a builder. The builder thing is turning out to be super useful. Are either of you two good for that? Let's see. Guard, assassin, and prankster. And then we have thief, hunter, and jeweler. I might need a jeweler, but I might hold off. We're gonna wait and see. Also, Thieves Guild! What? Hold up. Because actually, funny the Thieves Guild should pop up just as this guy who actually has a desire. Okay, I can't believe that he'd actually be a good thief, because it would be precision work and also dexterous, and he also could be a jeweler. That's hilarious. You know what? I think we are going to invite this guy into the community, because he's going to claim he's heard that pretty soon here we want a jeweler. But actually, it looks like we have a new recruit for the Thieves Guild. So the reason you actually want people in these illicit buildings is that it will help control the building, quote unquote. And the more you can control the building, then the safer you can keep the village. But we're going to have to turn non-food resources into that protection, because it's kind of like, you know, you're paying the thieves for protection. But if you don't have high protection, you end up having things like worried. So people are, they'll become worried and lose morale and one whole strength. 30% chance every 90 days that the villagers will gain that. That wouldn't be the best. And if we were able to go ahead and help them feel, oh, no, don't you worry, like, it's gonna be okay, you don't need to be worried, then the nobles will feel better if we have more protection in the village. And if we make everybody feel protected, the nobles will be very happy, and there'll be a 10% chance for the villagers to get joyful. Because we'd have a talented thief taking care of things behind the scenes to, like, you know, control their territory. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Fine. Welcome. I can't believe we got the Thieves Guild just when that happened. But we almost have enough. I think, oh my gosh, do we have enough? We almost, I can't tell. I think we almost have enough to be joyful. Oh, we almost do. We're like 1% away. Wow, that is exceptionally amusing to me. If this guy just had like a little bit more talent, he would be as a better thief, which he might gain over time, then he'd be able to keep us safe enough, because he'd control his territory as a master thief. Well, and he's also romantic but boring and a bit depressive, possibly because he's got, you know, he tries to be boring so people won't look too closely at his behavior, and he also knows he has a secret dark side, but it gives him an air of mystique that people misinterpret as romantic. All right, well, all of that said, welcome Phoenix. Phoenix, I think we're going to have Gem Rain? Let's see, Phoenix Gemstorm. There we go. I like that, because the, you know, the depressive one, and also that you're a thief who could also double as a jeweler when you want to go ahead and not let people know what you're actually up to. That amuses me. Welcome to the village, and we're gonna go ahead, put you in, and I guess we can go and see, would you be a good potential couple? No. I'm looking for a perfect match or none. And actually, you have a lot of likes that Zero has dislikes. Okay, so now that all of that is done, I'm gonna let time pass, and we're gonna continue to try to gather up enough builder's tickets. Yes, we can get the jeweler's workshop built. Oh my gosh, that's so ironic. I'm actually gonna switch him to jeweler for just a little bit, because I need a good jeweler, and so we're actually gonna put Phoenix in here. 11 jewels? Okay, he's gonna take on this job, and then we might cycle him back and forth between this job or being over at the Thieves Guild until we can get more people who can help us out there. Because now everyone's gonna feel a little worried because this new like person who's moved in, Phoenix Gemstorm, has given them hints that, oh, apparently you have to worry about, you know, people with sticky fingers taking things. Also, let's see, weapons mastery for assassin, blacksmith, or guard. A mean, simple, beloved silkfish, who we can at least influence at this point. You have a lot of dexterity, strength, and charisma. And actually, charisma is needed for this, so I'm gonna see if we can train you in precision work. All right, so look at that, Mr. Gemstorm, I guess Jeweler Gemstorm just ended up getting a mean apprentice who might actually be pretty good to follow him in the arts of thievery. We'll have to see if that works out that way. All right, carry on, villagers, carry on. Chaos everywhere, I know. But now we shall try to gather up enough build tickets that we can finally have a church, which would be nice. I have no build tickets. I don't have enough wood. I don't have enough jewelry. But I would like to have some sense of leadership and more faith in this village. Also, I would love to be able to go ahead and have healthier villagers. And now we have less entertainment because we have people. Oh no, they're bored now. So 20% chance that villagers will get bored. Okay, that might make things a little interesting. Meanwhile, Lena Baker and Rain Glowleaf have met and they are amused with one another. Ah, the drama of the village. Also, we need more room in the granary. I really want to build that trade post very, very badly because I think it's going to make a huge difference to our lives. But for now, you know, I feel like, Zero, I really want to find you someone, but let's see if we can find Phoenix, a quick soulmate who might fill the roles. Oh my gosh, she's greedy, kind, funny, nimble. She doesn't like reading. He doesn't like reading. She likes dueling, but it doesn't matter. They have good affinity. She's got absolutely no particular skill in any direction. But you know what? I love the idea that because she's greedy, it's a match. Let's see how this works out. All right, so feasting, dueling, muscles. Doesn't like reading, meditation, or flowers. So, she likes muscles. Yes, go. And then, let's see. She likes feasting. And then she is absolutely into money. So we're not going to say money ends up going ahead and creating problems. Oh, wait. Ah! Dang it. I guess I got that backwards. We're going to go ahead and let them be married. Good affinity. Might be a fairly decent marriage. And Light Shine Scale, our fisherman, is a master joker. All day long he does nothing but spout copious amounts of puns, which are often so bad that the few who understand them would rather have their eardrums pierced. However, he does have a small group of admirers who love his humor, which ranges from genius to beyond lame. What should we do with it? Write a book, which would money, but less prestige, or put on a show, which would be less money, but a lot of prestige. You know, let's make everybody happy. No such thing as bad publicity, right? Light decided to perform at the village market square. If the first part of the show left his audience unmoved, the second set them on fire. The pineapple bun sketch was a hit. Chairs started flying, a brawl broke out, the stage caught fire, and plenty of material got damaged. But all of Lakeburg will definitely remember it. That's hilarious. I'm glad that they had a good time. Also, good. We need to rename the new addition to the village too. I love that she's greedy. So even if it wasn't a perfect match in terms of hobbies, she and Phoenix really fell for each other because he has lots of shiny gemstones that just show up for some reason. And this is going to be Ever. After Hannah Forever. I like that. And I think that you have no problem being a gemstorm because that sounds like a great thing to you. And also because you have no particular like direction in any area at all. I am going to come over and have you just fill whatever role we desperately need. Like the role of maybe having another mason, which I still can't afford. But hey, you'd be good here. Somewhat decently good at least. Anything else that you would be kind of talented at? Let's see. Oh my gosh, actually, I wonder if because we're waiting for somebody to be able to take the position. You know what? I'm gonna have Ever come in. She's gonna be a thief, like her husband. They're gonna be our husband and wife thief team. Also, we're having a crisis of faith. We really desperately need to go ahead and snag ourselves. Oh hey, Art Silkflea just aged up enough to move into their own home. But we desperately need to snag ourselves a church at some point. Oh my goodness. Oh, and the Crystals family doesn't have enough room to accommodate a child? Our beautiful Crystals family wants more children, and I haven't been giving them the room? Oh my. We need to fix that. This is why we need, because they had strongly desired another child. Aw. Wait, why is the affinity in the house bad? Hold up here. Wait, that's the Thunder Hearts. There's the Crystals. Oh, cute, their house got bigger. I didn't know that that could happen. I wasn't paying attention. So let's see. The affinity is bad. The couple's love will tend to decrease. Why? Hobbies, -4. Age difference, -4. Oh my gosh. Well, at least they desire another kid in the household? Really? I thought that... I don't know what happened. They're madly in love. Wow. I have no idea how that ended up. I guess they just don't like the things. Okay, well, you guys do you. I mean, you wanted another kid bad enough that you fussed at me for it. So there you go. Meanwhile, in here, finally, we can afford to expand art. I can't remember if you're good at anything in particular. Oh, wow. Charisma and social interaction. That's gonna be really good for being like the innkeeper. Doesn't Art look like an innkeeper? He's also energetic, devout, rowdy, beautiful. Actually, he might make a good priest. We might have him go ahead and work as a priest, but first he needs to work in the mines. And thankfully he gets along with people here. Oh my gosh, and now Galactic Berry and Meg Bell have grown up. Meg, you look so cool! And oh my gosh, nature 100%. I had no idea training the children as tiny apprentices would make them that fantastically, amazingly useful in their jobs, but Meg is out of the gate already like a level 4 farmer. My jaw's like on the ground. That's amazing. So, okay, once again, I desperately cling with everything I have to try to keep up with my villagers and try to keep up with everything that's going on. And yet we find ourselves kind of scrabbling at the edges. We don't have enough money to be able to upgrade the efficiency of all of our masons, unfortunately. Do we have enough? We can't upgrade the efficiency of the builder's tickets, but we can go ahead and make the lifestyle working conditions better. We'll think about that later. I kind of love that we just have a husband and wife, like, jeweler/thief team. And I kind of love that we might just swap them back and forth between jeweler or thief and just kind of see how that works out. That's hilarious. But all right, once again, absolute chaos. We have a need for a lot more lumber all of a sudden. And we also have a whole bunch of villagers who grew up here. Hamlet, have 20 inhabited houses. Yay, new achievement. Do any of them like each other? Meg, any good matches here? Oh my gosh, an excellent match between Art and Meg. Wow, we'll have to look into that next time. That would be really cool. But yes, okay, I'm so sorry, but I'm doing my best to try to like organize everything and my thoughts and be able to manage the village and keep some sort of semblance going. I feel like we should choose like a birthday or something for poor Zero, because he's already 23 with no love, and I feel like maybe we should possibly continue to pair everyone else off, because I think he'd put like others first for a little while, but continue to try to find a perfect match for him. I don't know why I'm making you suffer like this, Zero, but the golden goose of prophecy has laid its egg upon your head, and so all we can do is let it hatch. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.